Hi, everyone. Uh, we're back.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. We are here at Virginia Tech, and we wanted to give you guys some thoughts, some guidance about the new world of family groups as they will be virtual. Right, Katie?
Yeah. So virtual.
Good one. All right, so I know we're ready. So that hand is so creepy. All right, so we, we have some thoughts and we'll walk through it. So the first thing is Awkward Tuesday. Will it be as awkward as usual? Hard to say. Probably. But we are receiving responses now, and good news, each of the families has at least one person signed up for the families already. But there's a lot of people who are normally in family groups who haven't signed up yet. And Cheyenne is behind the camera right now. She's trying to leave very quietly. Not working.
Yeah, let's acknowledge her right now. There she goes.
Wow, this is live,
leaving,
Cheyenne.
And there she goes.
Rude. So what will happen on Awkward Tuesday is we will have your people in your family groups already. And so when the time comes, we will send you into breakout rooms. And that's when you'll find out who's in your family group. We had to keep some of the suspense. So that's that. What to do during that time? First and foremost, get information. Now greet them. Don't be like, now for information. Greet them. Say, the first thing you want to do is get just at least email and phone number. Do this however you need to, but assign someone in your quad to take the charge on this, and then email that information to Katie. By the way, we're going to send all this to you, so you don't need to write all this down copiously, but talking through it. The next thing is don't go in with no plan. Be prepared to have things to talk about. We have some ideas for you that'll come on the sheet. You can read those. And finally, discuss how your family group meetings are going to happen. So this means you need to have talked about your technology beforehand. We're recommending Zoom, but if you have some other fancy pants creative idea, you can go with that. It's Awkward Tuesday.
Okay, so that's next Tuesday, and so your first Bible study will be either that next day, Wednesday, or it'll be that Thursday. So we wanted just to give you some encouragement and guidance through that also. And we want it to feel somewhat similar to what you normally do on these weeks or on these days. So when everyone's there, starting at 8 o'clock, give the people who are there a heads up on what the night will look like, what their time commitment is. Hey, and maybe everyone can pop some popcorn and just eat it, together, and it's like a virtual snack.
Maybe that could be a game. See how many pieces of popcorn you can catch in a row.
Ooh,
that's a bad idea. Don't do that. Maybe do that.
Maybe everyone pops their popcorn together, and then you all eat it together.
You guys are going to have better ideas than this.
Yeah, you got this. This is why, yes, we're not. Yes. And the other thing that we also would encourage was to be creative with your game time. This could easily be a lot of things that you would do in person. So like Two Truths and a Lie, maybe Mafia. That'd be kind of fun. It might take a little more effort, but I think that'd be cool. We're thinking about maybe charades, heads up, trivia. Y'all are Gen Z, and so y'all are creative, so you'll figure it out. But definitely take advantage of the, again, maybe kind of awkward time, but you can take advantage of this really unique digital atmosphere setup. So, and like normally, take attendance. Make sure you have someone assigned specifically to do this so that no one at the end of the time is like, oh, whoops, we didn't do this. So make sure you do this before you break up into guys and girls. Just write it down. Write it down in the chat, whatever it is that you want to do. Record that and send that to me. If a new person comes, just like you would in Blacksburg or at the BCM, just get their name and their contact info and let me know that that's a new person also. Yeah, just pretty general weekly stuff.
Word. So Katie alluded to it, but the question, should we break up into genders? Yes, you should. Even if you have like just three guys, like OLDL, some other guy, it's a good idea to break up into dinners. That's enough people to have a good conversation. If you feel like you don't have enough people, if like just your quad shows up or something happens, it's fine. You don't have to break up, but even if you have like six people total, I feel like you still have enough to break up. So you can split up. If you're using Zoom, there's a breakout option. You can do breakout rooms. So that's one way to do it. We've tested it out and can confirm works. If you don't use Zoom, if you have some other fancy pants idea, as I mentioned earlier, you're on your own. But you just might have to in like if you do Google Chat, Google Chats. So that's it. Technology. Then you may have to start a new session or whatever, but you can do it. You guys are smart.
Oh, we were saying earlier too that if they want to try it out, like with their quad
Oh
first.
yeah, we would recommend doing a trail run with your quad. That would be helpful. So yeah, that's that.
Ooh. Okay, so just some general encouragement ideas as you enter into this new world of digital family groups. As you know, I mean, a lot of y'all filled out this out in the survey, but as you know, this is going to be a lot of weird times for people, especially who want community. So personal connection is probably the easiest it'll ever be, and it's the most important it'll ever be because a lot of people can go even more unnoticed in this digital format. I think it'd be very easy on personal. I mean, that's what our hope is for these family groups to continue meeting each week, is to help people to be seen and known, even if it's through a digital screen. And I think with people's flexibility, you'll be able to connect with them even more so throughout the week. So just definitely prioritize that in your time these next few weeks.
Yeah. Another thing is just go ahead and embrace the awkwardness of digital. I always say, like, if you just go ahead and say, like, hey, this might be awkward, we're just gonna run with it. That usually kind of dissipates the awkwardness in and of itself. So just be ready for it. Silence might feel like an eternity when you just sit there and just it just feels like forever. But it's not forever. The job of the silence is to let people think and to draw people out. So let the silence do its job.
One of the things that also I'm sure that y'all will realize as you're in classes with people is it depends on who's hosting too. You may have if you're hosting on Zoom, you have the power to mute people. But if somebody's has a really distracting background noise, whether it's a dog or a sibling or something they're just not in a really quiet atmosphere, like it's okay to either ask them to mute themselves or for the host to go ahead and mute them because that can be super distracting.
Yeah. Another thing is that family groups are still possible, or family groups, those are happening. Family socials are still possible. Of course, they're not going to look the same, but I was looking just briefly this morning. There's a lot of options out there of things you can do like virtually together online. I don't know if that's everybody's thing or not, but I don't know. You could still do some stuff together. Like I was looking into like trivia nights together. Maybe you could like form a team and like compete against other teams virtually. They host these things every now and then. Yeah, Katie's just learning about this now, and yeah, I know. I'm full of surprises, and you could like have a Zoom session while you're doing that, so you could talk to each other. So it's just stuff like that you could always do. Yeah, but once again, you guys know about the internet.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Smart cookies. Yeah, and then just this may seem a little obvious, but just to be gracious with each other. This is a whole new realm, a whole new territory for everyone, and there's a lot of new leaders. So just be gracious with each other. Frustrations are definitely can build way more quickly, probably with this format than versus seeing people face to face. So they're just anticipate hiccups, anticipate things to be hard or awkward in some places, but just kind of roll with the punches and figure out what works well for y'all.
Yeah, I find that when I don't see people for a while, I might assume things about it, like, why haven't they reached out to me? Or maybe they're, upset, or they put something on social media that rubs me the wrong way. And it's just very easy when you're not seeing each other to assume stuff about each other. So I'm off script. Where are we? Oh, don't stop talking to your quad. We're not going to like require quad meetings or anything like that during this crazy time, but do keep talking. To quote the illustrious Cheyenne, a unified quad is a unified family.
Mm.
It's going to be on a fortune cookie
Mhm.
sometime soon.
And this is kind of going off what we were saying earlier, but mold your time. Kind of see what works for y'all. Mold your social time, whether it's a game or whether it's just getting to know each other. Mold it to your family group's personality. Just the same way you would do that in person. If you feel like you have a group that doesn't do really well with games, if they feel like it's a group that feels like that it'd be a more fruitful time just to chat and catch up on life. Don't be afraid to prioritize that.
And lastly, if you feel stuck and you're like, this is horrible, I want to quit. Oh no, help. Look, we're here. Oh no. Yeah, careful. Don't touch your face.
Yeah, right.
We are in the building and we are just bored as can be.
Yeah.
That's sometimes. But we are here to help. So please don't be alone. It's going to be different because we're not seeing you as often, so we may not be able to hear as much about what's going on. So please keep us in the loop. We'll see you during D groups and stuff. But yeah. Anything else, Katie? All right, it's going to be great. See you later. Oh, end it. Wait. Oh, another button. There we go.